How's everyone doing today or tonight? How are ya? How's life? How are ya? I've been having an acne problem. I wish I never went on birth control, TMI. And they say it like takes 7 years for your hormones to be normal, supposedly. I don't know. So I got 4 more years left until I maybe might not be having acne. Who knows? But I've never had acne problems whatsoever. And ever since, yeah, let's just get over that. So yeah, I know I got pimples and shit. Let's just leave that. No, I don't wear makeup. It is what it is. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. Join the Sleeping Beauty family. Leave a like and also a beautiful comment if you don't mind. Yeah, let me just apply some lip gloss, which is almost done, but luckily I have 2 more. I made sure to buy 2 more because I like this. This is in the shade Pearl 00 something. Yeah, Pearl 001. And it's always sold out because I guess everyone likes it, because the others, you have this and then it's lifter gloss, so it's literally pumping gloss. I don't like anything pumping. I don't like stinging on my lips. And then you have like a whole range of this, and it goes to pink brown, but I guess this is the one everyone's yearning for, including me. So when I got it, I was like, because online it was sold out, so I went in store and luckily I found, so I just took 2 of them because they last a long time and I only wear them when I'm filming. So yeah, let me tell you what we're doing on tonight's video. I got some new triggers and we're gonna ramble, we're gonna talk, and we're gonna enjoy some triggers. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So I'll leave the mouth sounds for last. That has to do with mouth sounds. I'm just seeing. Oh, let's start with this. She's adorable. What the F? A cutie patootie squishy avocado. So yeah, well, let me take some sip of my water that was toxic. Then I got on my tongue. Don't put it in your mouth, kids. And if you're like, you're an adult, well, just a little news flash. Adults don't know what they're doing. We're all winging it, okay? They like to pretend like they know, but they don't. How could they? They've never been that age they are right now. So if someone's 40, so they've never been 40 before, how the hell are they supposed to know what to do at 40? So let's cut everyone some slack. And adults, if you want the kids to cut you some slack, you need to stop saying, because I said so and because I'm an adult, and then later be like, this is my first time doing life too. You can't have it both ways. She is cute. Hi, how are ya? What should we name her? If you got a name, comment down below. There will be timestamps, so comment down below Gotti. No. I'm eating a blank, so comment down below if you should name her. Okay, let's talk about personal shit. So, firstly, okay, I need to stop swearing, but really I don't, because I look at my analytics and many people are my age and older, so there's not too many preteens. There's 18, and then there's more in my age range, and then there's older. So I guess we can swear a little bit. Not too much though, because YouTube be like, what did she say? Demonetized, block, remove permanently. YouTube doesn't play. They only play with other people. They don't like with the rest of us. You're not even doing anything wrong, and then it's like. But anyway. So, what has been going on in my life? Firstly, my car, brand new, that we got last year in May. We bought it last year in May, and then last year in July, I woke up one day and I was going to a dentist appointment, and before I even could get in the car didn't want to start. And I have PTSD when it comes to cars not starting, because I've only ever had old cars, and I have stuck so many times, and I thank the Lord that nothing ever happened to me. But I just have PTSD so when it comes to cars, and every day when I get into the car I pray that it starts, and it didn't start, and I took it back to the dealership, and they took it in and they put in a new battery. Apparently the battery had some dead cells or whatever. They'll never tell you the truth though. And then this year, March, I got into my car and it did the same thing. It's not starting. I take it back to the dealership and they're like, yada 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 yada, and I'm like, no. I drive my car, I start my car, I let it idle on days where I'm not going nowhere, which is more than other people be doing. I use my vehicle. Okay, they send it in, they cannot give me an explanation as to what is going on, and they put in a new battery, so we're gonna see. But I have PTSD, and I really hope it doesn't have to go back again. It is going for service next month, because then it will be a year since I've had it. But it's nerve-wracking. And then health-wise, I need to get my shit still together. I did blood work. I think since I posted that crystal video, I did blood work. Luckily not on that day. I went the next day because I was supposed to fast, so no breakfast and nothing after 10 p.m. Did blood work, everything is good. Insulin still fucking high, but you know, everything else is nice. Thyroid, nice. Vitamin D, nice. Everything is good. And then there's just a portion of my liver which is not good, and that's because of the freaking insulin. So I need to watch that, because if I don't, I might have liver failure and die. Saying that now, it's like, it's so serious. But yeah, I think every adult, and not only when you're overweight, but also when you're struggling to lose weight or gaining weight, I think should go test their insulin levels, because many people are insulin resistant, but they don't know it. I didn't know it all these years, and I had signs. And the first sign was all of these. I don't know if you guys can see them. What do we call them? Skin tags. My mom has a lot, and so I thought it was just hereditary, which it is, but I have a lot, which is sign number 1 of insulin resistance. Sign number 2 is vascularia, your belly fat that doesn't want to leave you. And I've always had a belly. Third sign is your neck and your elbows. That gets a little darker, but I mean, if you're of a dark complexion, you always have a little bit something that's darker than the other. I don't know. But if your neck, it means too much millennium. I can't speak. It produces too much. So my neck is okay for now. But yo, when I was a kid, it was dark, and then my parents were like, "You're not washing." Meanwhile, the child had insulin resistant, and I don't blame them, because even back then, like in the 2000s, those things weren't common, especially when you're a child. All you hear every day is, "You're young, you're young, you're young, you're young, you're young, you're young." So when you're young, apparently you can't have shit, you know. But anyway, my neck was darker than this. It really did look like I wasn't washing my neck, but I was. So that was my sign, was skin tags, belly fat, and dark neck, dark areas. But I do think that I got insulin resistant when I was like from 18, because before that, when I would do a diet or that, I would lose weight, and I should have stuck to it. But that's life. Potato, potato, it is what it is. Health-wise, I need to get my shit together. I will, oh, Lord, let me. Okay, then we have a little broccoli. I don't like cute shit, but life is so expensive that I can't afford cute shit anymore. Like, are you gonna pick between this or an actual broccoli that you need to eat? I'm gonna pick the actual broccoli, because I can't eat this. I can't, but it's so cute. And she has a little bosom that is full with beads. And when I also saw it, I thought of Naomi John, my little broccolis. Trash. So, what should we name it? Her, you, him, she, they, them. And then, in my home, we have a water situation going on. I think the roof wasn't sealed correctly in my linen room. And I might, okay, disclaimer, if you're like bugged out by things that look, then skip past this. I'm gonna pop a picture here. Those are my cupboards on the inside. I had to evacuate all my shit, all my blankets and my duvet and my sheets and my pillowcases and everything. And then I just switched out my clothes today. So I packed out all my winter and fall clothes, and then I packed all my summer clothes into a vacuum seal bag, because I don't have enough hang space to just have like summer one side, winter one side. So if I change seasons, the other clothes will go into a vacuum seal bag and I'll seal it. But yeah, ears itching. Yeah, so that is my cupboards. I don't know when that's gonna get sorted. It's ugly as fuck. those cupboards. I actually wanted to choose that style for my kitchen, and I should have, because I don't love the gray. It just gets so dirty, and with me, I don't go after things that look nice anymore. I go after what is easy to maintain and what is easy to clean. But sometimes what's easy to maintain isn't easy to clean. So, but I just want something that's easy to clean. I can't struggle. Life is hard enough, guys. If you can make life easy where you can, do it. Why not? So if I could go back in time, then I would not choose the tiles that I have in my house. They just attract dirt like a magnet. So I wear slippers with shoe covers on in my home, because if I wear just the slippers, it leaves the mark even if it's clean. But yeah, the cupboards, they need work done because of the water. Water is a bitch. And not to talk about water damp, we have a lot of water damp in our area where we live. Every house has water damp, water problems, yo. And when we put tiles up, we put them like this piece to the corner of the wall underneath. She's so cute, yeah. Water damp is just bodacious here. It's criminal, really. It shouldn't have to be this way. But that's the situation with my cupboards in my linen room. In my linen room. So everything is currently in my opens area, kitchen slash living room. Not really a living room because I don't have a couch there, and I have to get like a teeny couch because otherwise it's gonna fill the space, and I feel with a small space, less is more. And when you have a big house, I feel like more is more, because how you gonna have a mansion and have one centerpiece and that's it? When you walk in there, it's gonna be like, hello, hello, hello. So if I had a mansion, I would fill that shit up. Not cluttery and not hoardery, just fill it up with love and big things, but still organized and but yeah, that's how my space looks now. It's not too cluttery, but unfortunately I have to live. So I got a lot of ASMR. If I didn't do nails or ASMR, then it would be empty. But I got my ASMR cupboard, my nail cupboard, my wardrobe with my clothes. On top of that, I got my teddies, some things I've been saving for my childhood. I got my tiny vanity, my hair things, my yoga mat, and on this side I got my ASMR station. So, you know, and then I like my room as empty as possible. In my room where I sleep, it's one nightstand, my TV stand and my TV, and my desk, and that's it. Yeah, okay, next one. It's loud, so I'm gonna turn the gain just a little down. So basically just push it. It's basically a game, and you put it on, and then it's gonna light up, like let's say here, and then you go here. So that's basically what this is about, and it is so fun. It is so fun, but this is so loud. Yeah, I can make it softer, but I wanted to show it. It's not really a trigger. I thought I would keep it as a trigger, but it's too loud hearing it now. It's not like the pop sockets. That's like soft. Okay, next trigger while we head into what I've been watching. This is really made for a child's hand. Hello. She don't need to know that. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave with this other like trigger for last because I think it's gonna be messy, but I don't know. Then we have this little hedgehog. Is it a hedgehog? I think so. That I won at the carnival. Not like an actual carnival, it's carnival. So you play for tickets and then you get to go choose your prizes. Cutie patootie. Just wanted to show it. Doesn't make much noise except relax. That's that relax. Relax. Okay, and this is another thing I won at the carnival. And I'm gonna open it quickly. Is this unicorn squishy? I have two octopuses like this. Series I've been watching. This is gonna be a really long video. I hope you enjoy. There's timestamps. So this is a while back. There's only one new one that I just literally finished like a week ago, but the rest of them I finished so long ago. But I have like a whole list that I'm making, but I will chat about all these from the beginning to end on the second channel. I just have to figure out how to edit, you know. But we'll worry about that when we get there. My ear is itching. I don't know why. Okay, firstly, I'll pop it next to me. I watched Nevertheless, The Shapes of Love. It is a Japanese drama from the adaptation Nevertheless, from the Korean drama Nevertheless, and I give it a 5 out of 10. A 5 or 4 out of 10. It was decent, but it was not the Korean one. The Korean one was exactly what Nevertheless needed to be, and I know there's a lot of people who don't like Nevertheless, but personally I love it because it's realistic. And I've been through that, and you think you can change a person, but they are showing you exactly who they are. They're showing you, even though their words don't match, their words is all cutesy and lovely, but their actions and who they are showing you. And the worst thing is that he even told her, in Nevertheless, the Korean one, he even told her, I'm not looking for a relationship, but what's wrong with that? Let's have some fun. She could have been there like, no, I want a relationship. I don't want to fool around. But she didn't. She thought she could change him, and she had unrealistic expectation, and she thought that he was changing. And when he wasn't, she wanted to get mad. And I like how she was like, you know what, no, it's on me, but it's also on you for kind of making me think it's going somewhere. Nevertheless, The Shape of Love, it was not nearly as spicy, and I didn't like it. It didn't do it for me. It didn't follow the original storyline, and I get it is an adaptation, but it wasn't spicy. There wasn't too many spicy scenes, and it wasn't giving. If you're gonna make an adaptation of something, you gotta outdo it. Like Boys Over Flowers. Yes, Boys Over Flowers. The Korean one will always be number one. If I had to rank them, it would be be Boys Over Flowers. Then it will be F4 Thailand, Boys Over Flowers. Then it will be the Mandarin Chinese one, which is Meteor Garden. And then I didn't watch the Japanese one. So if you're gonna make an adaptation of something, you gotta nail it out of the park, and Nevertheless was not giving. So I don't recommend you watch it, but if you wanna, go give it a shot. Maybe yours is different than mine. Then the next one is The Story of Pearl Girl. I cannot speak. The Story of Pearl Girl. Sorry for that cricket. It's a Chinese drama. 9.9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. And the reason I give it 9 out of 10 is because of the ending. The ending, I cried. And I almost spoiled it, but I'm not, in case you're gonna watch it. But at the end, it is a happy, it's a medium ending. It's a medium ending. Let me not lie to you. It's a medium ending, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And if you know something about Chinese dramas, they're always super long, but it was worth it. So basically, it's a story about a girl. Pearl. She's a pearl diver, but not by choice. They are being forced. So there's different clans of families. And back in the day, their families like owned the island, and you know, they weren't forced. Everyone did it because they wanted to. But then families got killed and assassinated, murdered, and others became slaves, and so on and so forth. So one day she escapes with a lot of trials and tribulations. She escapes, she makes it onto a boat, a ship. She makes it onto a ship and meets a man. Let me just say, the male lead and the female lead, great chemistry, amazing chemistry. And one thing about her, she has chemistry with all her main leads. And I heard she was sick, or still is sick, and I pray for her. I hope that she gets better. You know, when you're an Asian celebrity, there is a lot of pressure around what you wear, around who you date. You can't even date what you eat. If you put on a little weight, then you're like, it's the end of the world. And they need to stop that shit because they're toxic with that shit. Okay, celebrities aren't meant to be perfect or look perfect or be perfect or do whatever you say. They're not a freaking product. So I hope she's doing better, but I love her dramas. I have watched almost every drama with her, and she nails her roles to the T, and she has great chemistry with everyone that she plays with. Yeah, so she gets onto his boat. He's not very keen that she's on there because they have rules. She has a very tough time on that ship, but later they tie in, and I love how natural that story was, because it wasn't like, oh, the male lead instantly falls in love. It wasn't even giving that. That was a slow burn to their love. Really slow. I liked it. It was very unrealistic, like, oh, I see you, I'm gonna do everything for you. You know, that type of shit. Yeah, anyway. So, the captain of the boat, which is the male lead, is out for revenge. But the way he does his revenge is so beautiful. But little did he know that it was actually someone close to him who he needed to take out. And then there was a background couple, and they're not very good people in the drama, but their little love story was beautiful. I cried. I guess I can spoil that one for you. He dies, and she realized too late that she loved him, because at the beginning she was using him because her pride, because she was of one of those families that was like, but she wasn't girly, so her dad didn't like her because he wanted her to be a girl, like a woman, and she was just dressing like a man, and and he didn't like that. But I liked her character in that, just not in the beginning. In the beginning, she irritated the life out of me. But yeah, so they get revenge, get that. But then there's that period, which isn't like every freaking drama. Doesn't matter if it's Chinese, Japanese, Korean. There's that freaking period where they break up because of a freaking misunderstanding. Child, when I tell you that directors need to switch it up and surprise us one time with no breakup, no amnesia, no second lead, then we would be like, yeah, then we would be like, oh, well, I didn't expect that, because right now we're reading the dramas like the back of our hand. Like, oh, this is gonna happen. And I don't mind that if it's interesting and if the leads have that chemistry, then I don't mind that, but something new would be amazing. Anyway, they have that little breakup period, then they get back together, but the male lead, you'll find out through the story from the beginning that he is sick. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But at the end, you know, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing to watch, a beautiful story, and you'll enjoy it. Okay, the next thing that I watched was A Christmas Carol. It is a Korean movie. A Christmas Carol. I'm gonna give you the whole plot. Twin brothers. One has autism, or like a disability. Yeah. So they're twin brothers. They live with their grandma. They're not rich at all. And the one has a disability, but he works like at a convenience store. And his twin is doing some shady things because they need extra money. Anyway, obviously the disabled one gets bullied. I'm gonna spoil the whole plot for you, but you can go watch it. So basically, his twin, the disability one, was getting raped. I almost said the word. Was getting SA'd by another man. Someone he looked up to, a teacher, and got killed by him. So the twin, he was set out to find whoever murdered, and because they were gonna be like, it's suicide, but he has markings on his body that says he's been assaulted. You know, freaking police. I feel like if there's enough dramas and movies about it, that South Korea really is like that. Like, people can, that's not even bullying, that is freaking attempted murder and everything, and they're just taking it lightly. And that makes me sad that, you know, it's not like they take any of those cases seriously anywhere in the world. Like, not even here. You can SA'd and be a pedophile or whatever, you're gonna get a light sentence. So that's just sad that that isn't seen as the highest fucking crime, because you're breaking someone's spirit from the inside out. Anyway, the twin brother wasn't loving, I would say, you know, because there was gonna be one night where his brother was gonna tell him, what happened to him, but he didn't know how. You know, he was getting manipulated. He has I don't think it's autism, I don't know, I think it's a disability or something. He was gonna tell him what happened to him, and he just brushed it off like, go to sleep. So he wasn't really a brother where a brother should have been a brother. So I guess he did feel guilty because of that. He wasn't there for his brother. But yeah, so let's just say he wins and finds things out, and then at the very end he found out that it was the teacher all along, the same fucking teacher that was now helping him search for the bullies. Even though he didn't hit him, he did sexually assault him and kill him. Took advantage of someone who wasn't there. There's evil people in this world. People always be like, it's just movies. No, I do not think so. this is real life. Where do you think movies come from? Imagination? I don't think so. It's real life. And I know some people's gonna be like, oh, so what are you trying to say about alien movies and that? Everything comes from somewhere. People don't just think these things up. They've seen it, they've heard it from people who've seen it, who've heard it everywhere. But yeah, so if you want to watch it, you can. I gave it an 8 out of 10, but it was just sad. It's just sad. And then the last thing that we're gonna talk about, even though I have 101, but video's getting too long, is When Life Gives You Tangerines, a Korean drama. This is the one that I've recently finished, and I cried at the end. I bawled my eyes out. My eyes were red, and then my brother made brownies, and he was like, I met your front door. I brought you some brownies. And I had to just like, you brought me some brownies. When Life Gives You Tangerine is a 10 out of 10 K-drama. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So I'm gonna do it, sum it up in short, because I know there might be a lot of you who haven't watched it yet and you wanna watch it. So it's about this couple, well, more about the mother who's telling her life story. And she's very poor, they're very poor. So she's just telling her life story about how she went through her life and everything she's lost and everything she's gained, and told the very end of that life story. And there's some funny pieces, but you cry, and we all want a man like that, a green flag man like that. I'm ready to receive such love. I am, Lord, hear me. And because I say I'm ready to receive such love, because many people pray for such a love, but they're not ready to receive it, and they're not ready to give it back. You cannot want a king if you're not ready to be a queen, and vice versa, you know. So that's all I can say about that life. It's basically a woman telling her life story from birth till the end. Well, not the end, and not her, you know, because you can't really tell your story if you've passed away. She's just telling her story from birth until retirement, I suppose. And it was beautiful, and we get a piece into their children's life, in-laws, you know, and it was just a beautiful masterpiece, and you will cry. I didn't really cry like throughout, but at the end it had me, and you'll see why, because of what happened. Then I got this trigger, and it stings. It stings. A whale? No, it's a dolphin. No. Is it a whale or a dolphin? You tell me. I mean, it has this, and this is a whale, right? Yeah, it's a whale. Sebastian the whale washing dolphin, and it has Orbeez. It's so fun to squeeze. It's so fun to play with. It's so fun to play with. And then the last thing that I also got at the carnival is this clay. Let's see how it opens. Okay, I just took a piece out. I'm so scared to put it on the mic. I was right to be scared. Not the type that you want to put on the mic. It's more of a visual trigger. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be messy, but evidently not. Literally a little top. You know what a top is? But and then you spin it into the ground. It's actually fun to play with, but not good for ASMR. Yeah, that's it for new triggers and rambles. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video. I'm lying. I said mouth sounds for last. Because I put it this side. So I got these spoolies. Got these spoolies. They're like beautiful blue glitter. Let's do some mouth sounds. I almost ended the video and then I would have been like, huh? some small pop rocks. So let's do some pop rocky mouth sounds and then with the tube as well. In your throat. Well, now I can officially say goodnight. That was all the new triggers. Don't forget to name Miss Avocado and Sir, Miss and Sir, Miss and Mr.